We just got different viewpoints, you and me. That doesn't mean we can't talk. We don't have to be enemies.
When you're in love, why does the steering wheel seem crooked? Fuck. The heck? In love with the beautiful night. You watch your what? Your eyes. Oh, you look for lies. That's a good point. Bro, why don't you have a little confidence in yourself? Dr. Hook. Have a little confidence in yourself, man. I'm listening to the lyrics of this song. Disney hits.
For a limited time on channel.
Are they advertising on a different channel? That's a good one right here. What's up, Matt? Ain't no woman like the one I got. This song says stuck in my head right here. I'm waiting on a couple more people to get in here, Matt, before I start jib jabbing. No jib jabbing until we have at least, I don't know, 3 people in here. But you don't have to stick around and wait, man. You don't want to. I get it. Everybody's checking out the live streams. Got a lot of birds coming around in the area. I think spring's here. The one I got. 3 people, cool. Supper and succotash. I'm in Studio C again. I haven't gotten back into Studio A in a while. I need to get in there, but I just I'm not feeling it lately, guys. Ain't no woman like the one I got. How's everybody doing today? Did you guys have a good day today? You got big plans for the weekend? Don't forget, you're going to lose an hour of sleep, fuckers. I already said in my video earlier I was going to stop cursing so much, and there we go. One slipped out already. I really got to get creative with my words. All right, you fuckers. Don't forget, cluckers, this weekend, you're going to lose an hour of sleep. All right, cluckers? So let's make sure that we use our time to the best of our ability, because we're losing an hour, cluckers. Waiting on relaxing music to get in here. Yeah, on Sunday night or tomorrow night. Yeah. Yeah, I remember if you're a Gen Xer, you actually remember having to set the alarm before you went to bed. Or some people would actually wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning and set their alarm. Why would you do that? But now everything's automated, But there'll be that one thing, that one outlier, like your car or something. If your car doesn't have, ours is probably going to change automatically. But usually the car clock, that's the one that'll get you. You're gonna get up to work on Monday morning and thinking you're late. Maybe, I don't know. What else happened today? What else has been going on today? We lost 94,000 jobs for the month of January. They weren't expecting that one to happen, but it happened, and here we are. We have a place right down here, our IKEA. We have an IKEA in Bartlett, or in Memphis. The only one in Tennessee, closing down. And they announced today they're laying off all 114 of their workers. Woo! America, we're in for some rough times ahead. Really rough times ahead. I just saw gas 309. That's not a good sign. This place I saw at 309, it went up 70 cents in 1 week. What's that about?
It's for the things you've done. You came a long way just to explain. Just as boy.
What's up, Wolfie? Good, you're in here.
Sliding.
Just sliding. 299 is the highest thus far. Where you're at? Yeah, I had 299 yesterday, but today I saw 309. I'm just like, ugh. Not the same gas station. But yeah, it's like that here too, Wolfie. Most things they're around 289, 299. They're still, a good 60 cents higher than last week. But I just think that's the tip of the iceberg. I mean, we got to face facts here, Wolfie, you got to get that car, brother. But Wolfie, there's one good thing, man. One good thing for you. If our economy goes to shit, which it's getting ready to happen most likely, but if it does, then you're going to have more used cars to select from. People will be selling their cars for cheaper. Maybe they won't. Maybe they'll hang on to their cars. I remember during COVID, I went to the mechanic and he told me that everybody's hanging on to their cars. Nobody was buying cars because they, remember all the uncertainty during COVID. I hope that doesn't happen this time. I know a couple of car salesmen that are probably going to hurt. Oh, well, there's no probably. They're definitely going to hurt. First thing that goes away is people looking for a new car. They're not going to do that anymore, at least for the next several months. I don't know. We'll see though. Hey, Wolf, did you read my message or did you see my video message I put up this morning, bro? I put that up for a specific reason. I had a rough day yesterday. I don't think you made it into here, Wolfie. You might. Did you make it in last night? Can't remember if you did or not. I was not feeling it at all, man. I mean, this whole just, I don't know, that damn video of that Marine getting his arm broken. That put me in a bad headspace. I didn't like that. You buy cars? We got to get you a car, man. You got to get you a car. Did you see that video today, Wolfie? It was a short. I put a short out today. Look on my shorts when you get a chance and check that video out. I'm going to be, I'm going to stop calling people mother cluckers so much. Okay, it's just me talking about how, I can rehash it for you real quick. It won't take long. Last night, you know, I got yesterday when I was talking about the Marine video or whatever, I wasn't my usual self, but I wound up getting like 15 new viewers or something like that, 10 or 15 yesterday. Maybe they felt the way I felt. I don't know. Hey brother, hope you're enjoying this weather. I hope you're doing well. Thanks, Logan. How you doing, man? But Wolfie, what I was saying in that video was that I'm and I know y'all are gonna laugh at this because I've said it before, but I mean it this time, man. I really have to. I went back and watched some of my old videos, which I don't usually do. I rarely do it, but and I mean I my videos I think make great points, but you know, I just drop F-bombs left and right. And I had someone yesterday come in my feed and they were like, "Oh, I like what you're saying, but I don't like your dirty mouth." And I kind of let her have it. And I said, "It is what it is. It's a First Amendment channel." And, I don't know. I just, there's no need for those F's, you know, all it does is it show you that I'm upset about it. It just all it does is show a little more emotion when I use those F-bombs everywhere. So, you know, I can use it and I will use it sparingly, but I just want to let you guys know that I'm going to start trying to throw in funny words instead of cuss words. We'll make up cuss words. We'll do that. I still can't get comment on your short vids, but at least I'm able to comment on your long vids now. Did you see my short video today, Swan? It makes sense after last night and the way I was feeling yesterday. And another thing that I'm going to do is stop using that N-word so much, you know, that everybody just finds so offensive. You know, I have no quarrels, no moral quarrels, calling someone a Nazi if I think that they're, you know, behaving like a Nazi. But if you really think about it, the people, while they are on track to be a Nazi, they're not quite a Nazi because they haven't really killed anybody yet. I'm just going to start calling them white supremacists. Okay. We'll do that. And there's several reasons for that. But the most important reason is I don't want to get fucking murdered out on the streets. Or there I go. I don't want to get flipping murdered out on the streets. I got to get a swear jar in here. We'll do that. Okay. I knew that you would like that. Swan. One of the ones that you're going to hear me saying a lot is, and I put it in I think I put it somewhere on this page. You might see it somewhere. If I get upset about something or if I get like flummoxed by something, there's one I can use a lot. I'm going to use cheese and liver. You've heard cheese and crackers, right? I'm going to use that one, but I'm going to make it cheese and liver because I'm liver cheese. I'm looking forward to throwing out strange words to people on my audits and in general. I just want to see their reaction to what I say. You know, if I make up some nonsensical word, I think it could be cool. I think it could be something, but we'll see. I've got to practice it. You know, I say a lot of things and sometimes I don't practice it because I get very, very emotional sometimes. I can't help that. That's just me. I got to be me. But, you know, the people who say, I like what you do, I just don't like the way you say it. You know, I respect that. I respect that. To a certain extent, you know, you can't take away my right to say it, but yeah, maybe not so many F-bombs. Swearing is a very generalized habit in us. My family is Northern, and boy, do they love the F word. The good news is, regardless of the amount of F bombs you drop, I can tell if you're intelligent. Thank you, Logan. You know, I didn't used to do that. I swear to God, I swear to y'all, I didn't in just casual conversation drop the F bomb like that so much. And I've known people who have done that, and they did it all the time. And I didn't look at it as like they weren't smart. I looked at it as kind of trashy. And, you know, I don't really want to be seen as trashy. I want to be seen as happy. So maybe we'll go there. Guys, Slim let me read some of my own version of Naughty Cards Against Humanity last night. I felt awkward saying some of them on live stream, so I just held the card up for them to read. Hey, man, Swan, but as far as those games go, though, I'm not saying we're not going to have some adult streams. We can have adult streams, and I'll put on there 18 and up. But I'm talking about in general. I'm just going to kind of, that word feels so great to say it never gets old for me. I guess that's what it is. You know, I've gotten used to saying it, you know, it just drives the point home. And I you know, again, it's just a personal decision. And I'm going to slip up on it, and I want you guys to point me out on it when I do slip up, because I'm bound to slip up quite a bit. And if relaxing music comes in here, guys, I'm gonna grab something. Well, I don't have to grab it right now, but I'm gonna show y'all. We're gonna talk about today's finds today, because I was over at the bins for quite a bit today, and they weren't really rotating a whole lot because of our economy. I did find two wonderful things, two amazing things that I've never found before. But it kind of sucks when you find some really good things, and what you do is you look it up on eBay to see if it's selling or what people have it priced for. So the thing I found today, and a couple of days ago, I found something also that I looked up someone and they didn't have it. Nobody had it except for one person. So I'm like, okay, that's a rare item. They've sold in the past. I'm the only one that has it, except for this other one person. So of course I pick it up. But then what's disheartening is about 30 minutes later, after I bought it, I get an offer from these places, or from eBay, from the sellers, because they think I'm looking at their product when I go and visit, and I'm actually just looking to get an idea of what they're trying to sell it for. But they send me offers on those things that they can't sell. You know, even though they're very rare, I see somebody send me an offer, and I'm like, oh, okay, so it's going to be difficult to sell this. Exactly what I was going to say. It really changes the whole dynamic of a sentence. Yeah, it does. My parents allowed cursing as long as it wasn't directed at a person. Funny thing is, we rarely cuss, though. We didn't neglect the ability to be able to say them. Cool. That sounds like you. Most of my life, I haven't. It's rare. It's unusual. The auditing thing has really pushed that to the forefront. I didn't used to do that. You didn't hear me dropping them every day like that. But we're going to be more aware. I'm going to show you all the two things I found that I think are amazing. All right. The first one, I mean, it's not so amazing, but it's a rare item. And I saw it come out, and everybody looked right past it, and I knew. I was like, well, I'm not looking past that because I know what it is. What I found was this. Check it out, guys. It did bother me when others cuss as long as it's respectful. Yeah. And not maybe, you know, I get it, throwing up an F-bomb every now and then, but not saying you flipping whatever, you know, just fuck, or you know, if I get scared. Cheese and liver. Now here's the thing I found. Check it out, guys. I'm gonna try to get the camera to show you a little bit better, a little bit closer. This is a Corgi. That's the brand. The Beatles Yellow Submarine metal little vehicle, little car. This thing's worth $100. It's worth $100, even outside of the package. It's worth $100. So I thought that one was cool. But I have one that's a lot cooler. Anybody like that though? The Yellow Submarine? And I got a sign yesterday that I don't have with me that says no spitting on the sidewalk. $5 to $50 fine by the health department. It's a big sign. I had to get that one. T2 is going to be coming after that one. Or not T2, Tyson. It's Tyson going after my signs, right? Yeah, he's going to see that and want it. I was going to flirt with a woman today, and I stopped dead in my tracks when I noticed this. Be right back. Still listening. Nice. I'm going to wait on Swan to get back. Swan, tell me when you get back, because I got to show you this next thing that's in the back. I need to show everybody. I'm very, very, very proud of this next one because it came out. It came out, and they brought a whole bin of pictures out. And usually pictures, nobody even messes with them. They don't look at them. I'm not that way. I go and I look at the pictures because I've gotten a lot of fines from the when they roll pictures out, framed pictures, paintings, things like that. Tyson. Yeah, Tyson's going to want a bundle deal with this other one. I know what the one I got's worth. I picked it up yesterday and I found another one listed at $40. But it doesn't matter what it was worth. It was so unique, I was going to pick it up anyway. If it's something very unique, I've got to get it. But I got to get away from that too, because with times being hard right now and things aren't really moving on eBay as much as they used to, I'm actually going to start a WhatsApp. Anybody ever heard of WhatsApp? We're going to do that, and I'm going to sell a lot of my stuff on WhatsApp. I have the studio for it. I don't know why I haven't set it up yet. It needs to be done. She didn't have red hair. Okay, back. Wanted to grab an apple. I was wondering what you were talking about. I wasn't going to pursue it. I was waiting on you to drop the end of that line. So, and you did. Okay, back. Wanted to grab an apple. An apple to munch on. All right, here we go. Here we go. I'm going to show you. Come with me. I'm going to show you my best find, I think. Me personally, it's my favorite find in quite a while. All right, here we go, guys. I'm going to try to fit it in as best I can. It's going to be difficult, but here we go. Check it out. Signature right there. That's his signature, the guy who designed the poster. It's from 1996. Yeah, so I got something there. It's got a little bit of value to it. And actually, it could have a lot of value to it because there's one listed right now that he had listed for 160 something. 5 minutes after I bought it and took it home, he sends me an offer for like 130 or 116 or something. He wants to get rid of it. So apparently it's not moving right now for him. But here's the thing. With something like that, instead of getting rid of it, and when we have a shitty economy and getting half of what I would have gotten for it, I might just hang on to that one and hang it up on my wall. That's something that I have right there that is only going to go up in value. Smashing Pumpkins, yeah. Did you see the man that opened for him on that poster? Garbage. This is 1996. And have not found, I found signed posters by that artist, or not by that artist, by the designer, because he's done other music posters too, and they go for big time money. So this is one I might hang on to for a little bit before I throw it up on auction. I can throw it up on auction. When you put it on auction, you can put a reserve number on it so it doesn't sell unless you get what you want for it. But you have to pay for those auctions. So I don't know. What do y'all think? Should I hang on to it till after, we get out of this world war? Hopefully we do get out of this world war and people are more willing to pay $200-$300 for their posters instead of paying, $80 for it. Or should I just move it? Anyway, they brought that stuff out. They brought that out, and it was in the pictures. And there were some other cool pictures in there too. And wherever I go at the bins, wherever I go when they rotate the bins out, other fuckers or other cluckers follow me. They follow me. They know I'm a picker. And a lot of those people that go up there to those bins don't know shit. They don't have an eye. They don't know what to look for. So what they'll do is they'll sit around. A lot of Hispanic people that go up there. A lot of Hispanic people. So what they'll do is they'll wait until the rotation happens and see where I go, and then go over there and look around me and try to grab stuff because they know it's valuable because I'm overlooking at it. Happens all the time. Happened today. I put my hand on that poster. Somebody else came up and grabbed and put their hand on it. And I said, no, that's mine. That's mine. Go find your own. Nobody's going to be mean here. I'm not I'm not going to yank it out of your hand, but I clearly had it first. Man, it's hot. It's actually hot here today in Memphis. I'm supposed to be getting some storms to roll through. It's humid. It's very humid. I don't like it. I don't like it. When it's humid like that outside, it always makes me feel like something's rolling in. Could you do a video of the bins? I'm confused when you say the bins. We just have shelves with things on them. The difference between it, Swan, is we have both of our at my Goodwill, we have the front side, which is just the regular Goodwill side that you would go in and you're going to pay up for stuff because they're pricing stuff ridiculous now, but up front. But in the back, they have a place called the barn, the bargain barn. And it's a real bin. So what it is you go in there and all the stuff that's gone through the Goodwills in the area, they come through the bins before they go to the trash. So they roll out these big carts full of baskets, and everybody just attacks each other and tries to get whatever they can in it. I mean, it gets pretty rough up there. I'm never involved in any of that. The way I look at it, if it's meant to be with me, it's going to come to me. I used to do all the elbowing and pushing, but it's just not worth it. It's not worth it. I don't want to get into it with somebody. It's very competitive. We don't have that. How unfortunate it seems great. It's really where most pickers make their money, because at the bins, they don't charge you outrageous prices because it's going to go directly in the trash once it leaves there. But you also got to remember, in order for it to get to the bins, it has to go through one of the Goodwills in the area on their front side. So this is stuff that people had out there and people just didn't buy them. So you think not much comes through. However, now stuff's starting to come through because Goodwill has decided to price everything really high on their retail side. People are coming in, seeing what they want. They'll want like $40 for something that's worth like $60. And people don't, that's not why they go to Goodwill. So people will pass that up and it'll wind up coming to the bins. So I'm getting a better selection because Goodwill is pricing their shit too high. So that's one silver lining from Goodwill starting to try to really. Goodwill's been years they've been trying to get to put resellers out of business. The problem is they get so much crap. Free, by the way, all their stuff's free, donated to them, and they don't have enough people to go through and figure out what's valuable and what's not valuable. So sometimes the valuable stuff gets through. But what they did started about 2 years ago, they started a website. They started picking everything valuable, really valuable out and listing it on their website at auction. So, kind of killed my business when they started doing that. We have a store called Mecca, and there are shelves with prices, but along the back is storage containers and shelves with no prices. You can literally pay a penny if you want to pay that. That's awesome. That's awesome. I think retailers might or resellers might try to take advantage of that, but I don't know. If it's something there that's really supposed to benefit society, you could used to go into a Goodwill and the shit they have, like the shit they have priced now, like at $20, $15, they used to sell for $2. So it makes it a lot more difficult. Swan, I will tell you a funny story, Swan. I was in here this morning. I did not a very long live stream this morning, but I talked to Relaxing Music quite a bit. I may have told him I'm going to come back on at 6. I thought I said 5, but I wanted him to be here because I had something to say to him. I was talking about we don't have any plans this weekend, and I was going to get out and take the girl out, take the car out with my wife, and we were going to go try to do something in the area that was fun. So I asked him, what's going on over in Little Rock, And he said, I don't know. He said he was going camping. And he said, hey, y'all come on into Little Rock, man. I was like, if I can find something in Little Rock, I'll come into Little Rock. I think he wants to meet Liver Cheese. And I'd gladly meet him. And I told him, give me till 5 o'clock because I want to look and see if anything's going on in Little Rock or whatever. And we decided we were going to go to Holiday World, which is in Santa Claus, Indiana, about 4 hours from here. It's a theme park. But problem is it's going to rain all day tomorrow. So I was going to tell Relaxing that we're not going to be getting out on some grand adventure this weekend because tomorrow it's supposed to rain the entire day. All through Arkansas, all into Tennessee. Looks like it's going to be a wash. Hopefully he hops in here and I can let him know that. He said he was going camping and he was taking his cat. That's a true story. Next time I go, I'll try to do a video of Mecca. It's amazing. That's where my son brought those stamps for me and I paid 50 cents. That's amazing. It's good stuff. I love it when stuff finds a home where people can care about it and we can get it to the right person. I'll sell my shit not at a profit, or I'll sell my I'll sell my Shazazz for not much of a profit. Did y'all like that? Instead of shit, I said Shazazz. It didn't come out naturally, so it wasn't a great word. I want real words that people haven't heard in a long time. That's what I'm gonna do tonight. I'm gonna be looking up obscure words that people don't say anymore. We talked about that already a couple of times. Sorry, neighbor. We got a neighbor over there who bought a car that looks like our girl. It looks like our baby girl here, but it's a Toyota. Ours is cooler. I wonder if Relaxing got his cat to like the harness. He better have. If he's going camping with him. Oh, Relaxing. When he said that, I was like, you have to take either some pictures or video. I mean, I think it's admirable personally. I think it's cool that he wants to go camping with his cat. I wouldn't laugh at that. I mean, I laugh at the idea of it because it seems like there would be a lot of problems. But maybe he's got those cats really, really under control, or that cat really under control. And yeah, I could see that. I could see wanting to camp out in a tent with your best friend, even if your best friend is a dog or a cat. I just want pictures of it. I've never seen it in play, it actually done before, so I want to see. I want to see proof. Oh, I'm gonna. What's your plans for the weekend, Swan and Wolfie? What are y'all getting into? Wolfie, you gonna be working? Wolfie up there in the hotel playing crappy shit or crappy shiz on YouTube. I saw your video. I commented, what are you watching? You're watching crap. Just kidding. My favorite camping spot is 5-hour drive from me. There's tons of camping in Oregon, but nothing like Sam Brown. I like camping. Camping's cool. Camping's cool. I think that, you know, it reconnects you with nature. It could be something that who couldn't use a camping getaway right now with no TV and no, well, you got your phone, but your phones ruin everything, man. Back in the day, I miss those days when you could do really dumb stuff and not have to worry about it being recorded. Swan, what are you getting into? Y'all have anything planned for this weekend? Remember, you're going to lose an hour of sleep, you cluckers. Don't you cluckers come in on Monday morning talking about I'm tired. All right, why are we doing? And somebody please remind me why we still have daylight savings time. It has to be one of the most ludicrous things that we still have in this country, besides the Electoral College. Both of those things are really goofy, and we don't need to have them anymore. I don't know what I'm going to do tonight. We don't have much going on here in the city. I would go see the Savannah Bananas with you and video that. Swan, I'll try to get a live up where I go into the bins for you, or maybe I'll just shoot a regular video so you don't have to know what time it's going to go up. It's difficult because people, you know, if you're holding your phone up like this, people, and I don't want to shit where I work. You know what I mean? I don't want to piss anybody off and have them tell me not come back there. But I've shot a couple of videos in there before when it was extremely crazy. Not sure yet. Depends on the weather, arcade or antique shopping or coast trip. My daughter hasn't told me what she's wanted to do. That's awesome that you have some plans like that. Wolfie, you still in here, brother? I had the worst dinner. Yeah, I thought about trying to get some tickets to go see the Savannah Bananas. Have you ever heard of those, Swan? They're they're huge now. They are what they are is basically they're the Harlem Globetrotters of baseball. So even if you don't like baseball, they're pretty fun. You can look up videos on YouTube of them. They're it's real goofy. A lot of people having a good time. They sell out wherever they go. And as a matter of fact, they have a Saturday night game tomorrow night, and they have a Sunday game on in Memphis at the Redbird Stadium, and they're both sold out. Well, there's a couple of tickets left, but they're $99 each. And I'm not paying $99 to go see a baseball team, any baseball team, really. I probably wouldn't pay $99 to go see. It would be a great video. Don't get me wrong. I know it would be a fantastic video because they're funny. We still got to go to the zoo, but it's going to rain all day tomorrow. Maybe Sunday we hit up the zoo. I know, guys. Swan, I know you're probably one of the people who's not happy about zoos. I mean, zoos don't make me happy particularly either. But at least they're starting to. The Memphis Zoo has a lot of really nice enclosures. And they do rehabilitate a lot of animals there. They've got a new orangutan baby that I have to see. I have to see her. Oh my God. I've seen a picture of her. She is gorgeous. I think I scare all your people away. I'm afraid I'd do that to Slim's channel as well. No, you don't. I'm not sure if scare is the right word. Maybe annoy everyone away. I go to zoos. No, you don't. You don't, Swan. You can't look, man. You can't go by any of these numbers, okay? Because during the day, I'll have really high numbers sometimes, and it's just random people on the internet that are strolling through the streams, that are going through the streams, just trying to find one that they can either troll or watch for a little bit. So the stream game to me, if I have 4 people in here, I'm good. If I have 10 or 15 in here, I'm a lot better. But of course, I'm also in my car. If I was in in the studio in there and we had all these cool lights and everything, and I'm playing the keyboard and all that, people are going to come in and stay. They come in, they look at this face, they see me in a car, and they're like, why would I stay here? Yeah, but both had more views till I came to hang out more. They didn't, man. No, they didn't. It's just time. It's times too. You got to remember it's a Friday night. Some people aren't, it's what, 5:42. People are doing their drive home from work, or they're fixing their dinner. They're not worried about getting onto a live stream. It doesn't have anything to do with you, Swan. Trust me. Nothing at all. You're not even really, you're why would you think that? It hurts my heart to know that you think that. Because I don't believe it for a second. Thank you for talking to me last night too. I was not in a good place. And I think that place is just more being ashamed of. Yesterday I was really ashamed at people that they were just kind of like, everybody's trying to act like they didn't see the video with the Marine. And I keep trying to show them. I'm like, here, check it out. And they're, oh, I don't want to see if it's graphic. Well, you need to see it, brother, because you voted for the guy. You shouldn't be allowed to look away. You should have to look at that, at what's happening. 94,000 more jobs gone. I mean, come on, man. We're because I'm too weird and have 0 friends in person. I don't believe that, man. You're not too weird. You're not. I'm too weird. Yet now I have almost 3,600 subs. So weird works. Weird's okay. I don't think you're weird. I think you're eccentric. You have a lot of eccentricities about you. Is that the right word? But that's a good thing. Who wants somebody boring? Who the hell wants somebody boring? To me, that's no fun. I'm one of the few people out there, I think, men who actually wanted to find a significant other that was smarter than I was. And I don't care. I don't care. I wanted somebody as smart or smarter than I was. That's weird for a man, isn't it? Don't men like to have women who are pushovers? No, man. I don't like that. I want to have somebody that has some skin in the game, if you know what I mean. You'll be okay, Swan. You'll be all right. Now you're making me feel bad. I feel like we need to get some real life people around Swan. Sometimes it's better just to deal with them on here, Swan, than to deal with them in real life. I think I spend most of my time trying not to be too pervy or weird talking and hippie talk that I come off as boring. Well, I don't think you're boring at all. If people want to think that, then change their opinions on it, or don't. It shouldn't really, their opinions don't really mean jack. But I get it. You want people to like you because you're a wonderful person. If I was around you, I would, you know what? If I was up in that area, I would teach thee. I would teach you how to go out but you don't seem like you need any help with that because you talk to people all the time. You're a friendly person. But I think a lot of people would they would help themselves if they hung out with me for a day. Not everybody's going to do what I'm going to do, but I would like to show people that it's okay and it's easy to talk to strangers. Me and my neighbor over here, you guys know about my neighbor. Speaking on that, let me tell you something real quick. I need to do social teaching. I do need social teaching. You're spot on with that. Well, who doesn't? I think most of America right now. I mean, that's what we talked about in this group about how social media has made us more antisocial. And so that was the whole point of this of the CTG streams. So don't worry about that too much. You guys know my neighbor over here. I've talked about him before. We've had these aren't really duplex houses. I wish I could turn around and show them to you, but they're not really duplex, but I'm just not gonna expose myself like that. But I will tell you this: next door to us, I think they're Indian. I think they're Hindu. I don't know what they are exactly. I'm not going to ask them. But not a white person moved in right next door to us, and then the house right next to it that's connected to it, they moved in about a month ago, and that's a really nice black family over there. Really nice. They've got kids. They're if I wouldn't be afraid to live around these people. But somebody at the Benz the other day brought up, this guy just came up to me, and I've seen him. He's a picker, but he came up to me and he's like, "Hey man, you still live in that house over there?" I saw a for sale sign, and I was like, huh? I was like, no, we don't have a for sale sign. I said, they have a for sale sign right over next to my neighbor. I said, yeah, I said that for sale sign went up right when 2 black families moved in right next to them. I didn't have to share that with this guy, but I wanted to, because that's the kind of shit I see, man. It pisses me off. It just pisses me off. These people, they move out to the suburbs because they want to be away from black people. Black people move out here too because they want to be away from crime. But it's families coming out here. If a black family scares you, you don't want to live around them, then that's something not right with you, man. Something not right with you. I guess she thinks all their property value is going to go down now because a black couple moved in. But I've been talking to the dude a lot. He sees me. He knows that I'm he didn't know what I did exactly. Yesterday, I finally had a conversation with him and told him what it was I do. And I think me and him are really close to maybe sitting down and having a beer together, or maybe playing some video games or something, or maybe firing one up. I don't know if he does that. I have no idea. Or just hanging out. And I'm looking forward to that day. If it never happens, it never happens. But I feel like that me and this guy we got a little connection, and I think we'll be hanging out more. And it's not difficult to do. That's what I'm saying. You don't have to go out of your way to meet people. Just talk to them when they're coming in and out. Be a good neighbor. The neighbor lady wants to be my friend. We exchange numbers. We're both into arts and artsy fartsy stuff, but I'm bad at keeping in touch or reaching out because of fear of getting too close to people. And then I used to be so social, had tons of friends. Then shit happens and made me more of a people recluse. I get both of those statements, Swan. I feel them and I get them. In order to have friends, you have to be friendly. There you go. It's a simple. Thank you, Bruce on the loose. Very simple, simply worded, and it cuts to the bone right there. It cuts to the solution. Just be a friendly person. You know, even if you're in a pissy mood, try to find a way to be a friendly person, even if it's just a wave or whatever, you know. But I don't want to dictate how everybody lives. I'm just telling you how I try to live, and hopefully other people can find some influence through that. And I'm the same way though. I'm the same way, Swan. My circle of friends as I've gotten older has gotten smaller, gotten a lot smaller. I think I'm a unique situation though, because I'm in a red state and I'm a guy who just, I don't put up with the nonsense. My eyes are open, and if they can't see it, then I'm sorry they can't see it. But so I've lost family members. I've lost quite a few family members doing what I'm doing. Quite a few. And it's okay. It's okay. If they don't understand or don't want to attempt to understand, then it's okay. I'll be okay without them. And hopefully they'll be okay without me. We move on. We find others who have more of the same interests that we have. And our circle of friends, just because it's smaller, doesn't mean that you're not a social person. You're just more careful about who you let in. It's understandable. Totally understandable. Just don't miss that opportunity of discovering somebody that's fantastic. I've been out in public and started talking randomly to somebody, and then next thing you know, we're swapping stories, and they're telling me about how they walked with Dr. King. I mean, I've had that happen. I've had a guy tell me he was a studio musician with Elvis. I mean, and you just never know. And when they told me what they were, I'm like, holy fuck, I could sit here, or holy fart, I could sit here and talk to this guy for for hours. I love hearing stories from people who have been there, that I've never seen or experienced. I love that. It's like finding a treasure throughout the day. All right. What do we got? I'm a very friendly person, but I have in order to have friends, you have to be friendly. I'm a very friendly person, but I have a problem thinking too much. I guess that could be a problem, but you're thinking too much is a good thing. And we can overthink things, absolutely. I do it quite often. But you thinking too much, I'm never going to tell you, no, you don't need to be thinking, just react. No, you're a critical thinker. You're a critical thinker, Swan. So your brain's gonna function differently from a lot of the robots who walk around and in daily life who, you got to snap them out of their whole routine. You got to get in there and, scare them. You gotta clap, huh? Oh, I'm on a phone call. Oh no, you're fine. Come on. We're fine. She went to rehab for a little bit and now she's back. Yeah. No. No, there's somebody at a house for sale right there. Yeah, they got an open house on Sunday right there. Yeah, I know. It's beautiful outside. Enjoy it. It's going to rain all day tomorrow. Yeah. I I know. Sunday's going to be nice, but it's going to be a little cooler. But today seemed almost warm. It was humid outside. I think we're going to get some storms. I don't know when, but tonight. But tomorrow's supposed to rain all day. No, if and hang on a second, guys. Hang on. All right, you too. All right, sorry about that, guys. I like listening to older folks who hear their stories. Bruce is on the loose. I do too, Bruce. I do too, man. If I go out and especially if I see somebody out in public that looks unusual, I'm real good at spotting musicians. Like I don't know why I've always been good at that. I'll go, what band you in, man? How'd you know I play? Well, let me see. You got two full sleeves. You got a cool hat on. You got silver silver rings, silver bracelets. Just a lucky guess. But I like talking to musicians when I meet them out in public. It's been so damn long since I've been to a bar, though. A bar is where you can get really good conversations with people. But it's just been so long since I set my rump in a bar. I promised y'all that I'm going to take y'all to up there to do karaoke one night. There's a bar around the corner that does karaoke. And I'd like to see if I could get a couple of videos in up there without them kicking me out. That'll be a future thing. Yeah. Swan, stop it. Don't beat yourself up about stuff like that anymore. We love having you here. And I don't care if you come in and our viewers go from 15 down to 2. Okay. I don't care. I think you're reading a lot more into it. They're probably just looking at another stream and going, oh, this guy's doing a lot more than he is. Let me go over here. It's okay. I thought about moving to Canada where my twin lives, so I can have my other part of my soul complete, but I love Oregon. Yeah, that's a big deal being away from a twin. At least from what I've heard. That's gotta suck. So I've heard twins need to be around each other. I don't know how much of that is urban legend and how much is real. But I know that twins have a deeper connection, so I get that, wanting to be back around her. And tell Wolfie that you use your twin for your profile pic. See what he says. Wolfie hadn't been saying nothing. I don't know what happened to him. Where you at, Wolf? Get your butt in here. All my niceness towards the evangelical white supremacist is simply because of you, Wolfie. I think about the things that I say about religion, and I double think about them before I say them, because I know Wolfie's in here, and Wolfie's a real Christian, and he's a good guy. I don't want to piss Wolfie off. He knows my message. He knows what it's about. He knows what I'm trying to do. But yeah, I'm going to show him a little more respect. You remember when he told me not to say the was it Jesus or GD? I try not to say GD too much. I think it was Jesus Christ. He told me to stop saying that so much, and I've tried. I think so, exactly alike, but he's a guy and cries more than me. Is he going to see that? Swan, you better hide that, man. He's going to come in here and be. Have you chatted with Wolfie in other streams? Like, does he come on the Snicket channel and chat with you on there? Have y'all chatted in some private chats? You don't have to tell me that. I'm just nosy. My twin don't do YouTube. Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about Wolfie. You're talking about your twin's a guy. I thought it was a girl. Your twin don't do YouTube. Well, I hope that, and y'all will find your way back to being closer to each other. I've got a sister that I'm not close with at all. Just never been close to her. I don't know why. I love her. I'd help her in any situation, and she's very much politically the way I am, which is hard to be in Tennessee. It's very fucking hard to be, or very freaking hard to be that in Tennessee. I cannot stress to you guys enough. Because I don't, you can't know unless you're in my shoes how difficult it is to live in a red state when you're more blue than you are red. That's one of the reasons I don't find friends. I don't go looking for them either, though, to be honest. I mean, I can make myself happy. I don't need 100 people to make me happy. It's a lot more fun, though. I asked if he does Snapchat, but Wolfie never responded. Where did he go? That was weird, the way he popped off like that. He had just made a funny comment about you. that was cute. And then he just disappeared. Is he upset because you aren't responding to his comments? Did you respond to his comment? Swan, did you say anything to him? Not that you have to, but I'm just going to assume that he got knocked off or something. We build things up in our head to be these things, and then it's like when I'm chatting with people on here, half the time I'll read a message, and it'll have something to do with somebody else in the chat, and I'll take it as they're talking to me. Next thing you know, I'm flaming on somebody that I don't need to be flaming on. Haven't done any flaming today. Have you guys noticed that? I never know if Wolfie's being serious or just playing, so I never know, if to respond. I don't know. I think he's got a little crush on you, but I could be wrong. I'm not having private conversations. He's come on a chat a couple of my streams where I was gaming, and one night I went and I was looking through YouTube, and he popped in there, and trying to remember how much he talked about Swan. He talked about you a little bit. I think he's got a crush on you. It must be tough to have a crush on somebody that's 3/4 of the country away. I don't know though, Swan. I have no idea. He could be joking. He is a silly son, a silly bastich. He can be a silly bastich. They're going to get better. These cuss words are going to get better. Okay. Oh man. I don't know. No. Now, I can't. He won't tell me how old he is either. He needs to tell me how old he is. That way, I can figure out where he's coming from mentally. That's the only reason I want to know a lot of times how old someone is because I try to go back and put myself into their shoes at that age because that's only fair. He needs to tell me. I can't imagine anyone crushing on me. So I never know who's flirting for real. I mean, and again, I can't put those words in Wolfie's mouth. I think he likes you though. I know he likes you from here. And I know he jokes a lot about redheads and everything like that, but I think I can safely say that I think he likes you. I think he may like you in that kind of in a romantic way, or he saw a picture of you and the picture at this point really is it shouldn't matter too much when it comes to you because we see what kind of person you are, and I mean you're an easy person to talk to, and it makes sense. It makes sense. And I don't even know if that's anything that you were out there looking for, Swan. I mean, it doesn't matter to me, but you give yourself more credit, okay? You call yourself weird and you say this and that about yourself, but I mean, you're it's a different level that you're on than a lot of women. So I know at the end of the day, looks is very important to people. You got to be attracted to the looks, but I don't know. A man with any common sense is going to come along and meet you and understand that you're a special person. and want that in their life. That's what I think. I think just don't stop looking. And maybe you're not even looking, Swan. I have no idea. But I want to prop you up. I want to give you advice. I want to help you whenever you're questioning how weird you are and things like that. And I know that, like, it's like the other day. The other day you were you were goofing on me a little bit, and then you came in. You came into one of my other or commented on one of my other things. Sorry, I was being so goofy. Never do that to me. You don't ever have to do that to me. Even if I thought you were being an asshole, I would tell you. I would never. Be who you are. Be who you are. It don't matter what it looks like to me or anybody else. Just be that person, because you're not going to be doing anything bad. You're not the type of person to hurt others. So I want you to troll liver cheese. Hell, Wolfie does it all the time. Wolfie trolls me a lot, and you see what I do. I just laugh at it. So you don't have to prove anything to me. You can goof on me, and you can be as weird as you need to be in here. But you don't have to. I could see what you're talking about how. Remember, you told me that you second guess what you say on streams and things like that, and just life's too short for that shit, Swan. Did I say that? Life's too short for that, Shaz. No. Life's too short for that, Shiznick. Life's too short for that shiznick, Swan. Be yourself. It's plenty. It's plenty. You don't have to second guess every move you make, everything you do. Don't do that. Seriously, don't do it. Looks mean, so little me. Looks only last for so long. Yeah, that's and you can be very attracted to somebody that you might not be attracted to physically. It takes a while, but it can happen. What's up, man? You want me to get my neighbor on the live stream? I'm gonna fuck with him about getting me some more beer. I will tell him. You know what? I think he's leaving. Yeah, Swan. You you criticize your own actions and overthink it. But hell, I can't really say too much about that. I do it too. I overthink all the damn time. Not going to tell you to stop overthinking, but stop overthinking. You've got a very pure heart, and I'm not saying that you don't have a side of you that may be mean from time to time. I mean, that's just normal human behavior. But in general, you don't have to worry about shit like that. Just show up, do your thing. Put your comments up, because your comments always seem to be. Speaking on that, I'll tell you one other thing, Swan. After I read your comment here, having a sidekick would be fun. You should ask if he wants to ever. Sidekick alive. I will do that when he comes back. He just left for somewhere. He left it. He works for Budweiser. You know about the beer he brought me home that time. That's a good thing. I did ask him yesterday. I was like, you video game? And he's like, yeah, I'll play Madden. I was like, I bet you're good at it too, aren't you? Like, black people in Madden, man. I don't know what it is. Man, but they are good at that fucking game. That and NBA Live. Those two sport games, whenever you see like they have competitions and shit. It's and look, man, I'm not trying to stereotype anybody, but a lot of the brothers are good at NBA basketball on Xbox or whatever, and a lot of them are good at Madden. I was like, you probably kicked my ass, man, because I'm okay at that kind of stuff, but I don't. I'm past all that. The video game stuff where I spend used to be I could throw on a video game, man, and you could spend 16 hours playing a game. You could stay up all night, buy a bunch of drinks and energy drinks and potato chips and shit. I mean, I did all that. It was fun. It was fun. Do I have any more nights like that in me? There might be a couple of nights like that in me still, but it's not something that I practice all the time, if you know what I mean. Swan, what I wanted to mention to you was yesterday, you single-handedly stopped an argument. You don't know that you did it, but you did. And I'm going to tell you right now how you did it. There we go. The light's on now. You yesterday when you brought up about the ask if my wife liked the wall thing behind me, and remember I kind of mentioned that that she didn't even notice it. And it was a funny story. I wasn't, and then you came in automatically and not only remembered that she had been sick, but defended her about being sick. And not gonna lie to you, do you remember when I took a call right when you said those things? Remember I took a call, it was, or maybe I responded to a text. I responded to my wife's text. We had argued a little bit earlier in the day. And you reminded me that she had been sick, made me not want to argue at all. I hate arguing. I hate getting into arguments. I can't stand it. But she sent me a text. She said, I don't want to argue. And this is right after you mentioned, well, she has been sick. And I sent her a text back. You're right. I don't want to argue either. Let's not argue. That was stupid. Whatever it was we were arguing about, I can't even remember. But you kind of, don't realize it, but you saying that and remembering the fact that she had been sick, I let her know. I let her know. But trust me, she don't think you're trying to sleep with me or anything, Swan. I think she understands what kind of person you are. But I did mention that Swan had asked about her, about you. And she responded, how sweet. That's very sweet. It's sweet that she remembered it, first off. But yeah, you kind of stopped that argument. So that's how words have power. When you don't think you're really even doing anything, you're really doing something. Yeah, I texted her. So that was me being 100% transparent. What you said, your words that you said, I was like, you know what? Because she was just a little off, and we were arguing, and I didn't attribute it to the fact that she had been sick. I know she's sick, and I try to pump her up and get her medicine. And if she doesn't want to go to work, whatever, I'm going to take care of her. But sometimes you forget, we were arguing. And then you snapped me back to think, she probably doesn't fucking feel good at all. Doesn't freaking feel good at all. And I don't need to argue with her about that, about anything when she's not feeling good. So thank you for that. You're special when someone isn't feeling so well. It's easy to be snappy or wanting your attention. Oh my God, guys are the worst at that. Swan, I'm the biggest damn baby when I get sick. I'm just a giant baby, like a lot of men. I can take a lot of pain. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, men are we're all like that, aren't we? When men are saying, oh, everything, oh, I'm so hurting so bad. Oh, I need relief. I need, oh, I'm guilty of it. Hell. Speaking of that, I'm going to go in there and see what she wants to eat. She hadn't eaten anything today. I'm gonna go either fix her something or go get her something. She's been resting most of the day. She needs to. Yeah, I'm not here to corrupt your relationship with your beautiful wife. I respect her for being a hardworking woman who has to put up with liver cheese. No shit. I'm gonna screenshot that. I got to screenshot it. Sorry. All right, you're screenshotted, and she'll be seeing that. But she'll definitely be seeing that. Thank you very much for that too. Sometimes I wonder, if she thinks I'm out here trying to step out on her, because I talk to a lot of people some days. But no, that ain't on my mind. I just want to surround myself with like-minded people, and I can be really close to you, Swan. We can be really great friends, and it not be anything else. I don't know why people have such a hard time figuring that out about life. First thing you learn, you got to trust. You got to trust your significant other. It's the first thing you learn if you're smart. And if anybody ever cheats on you, Swan, it's not on you. That's a character flaw on them. You could be the most perfect person in the world and make somebody happy 100% of the time, but guys can be, sometimes they think with their little brains and they do dumb shit, dumb stuff. You see, I'm really struggling with it. So, yeah, if you've ever been cheated on, Swan, and I don't know that you have, maybe you've told me you have, I don't know. I've been cheated on many times in my life. You got to just remember that that character flaw has nothing to do with you. You did everything you could do on your end. Sometimes things just aren't meant to be. You can be with somebody for many years and think that they're perfect for you, and then you grow apart from each other. And if you grow apart from each other, that sucks. That really hurts. That's a terrible thing to have to deal with in life. But it happens. Happens a lot. So I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm just trying to say, I guess, you're good people. And I know you ran all your boyfriends and husbands off. I'm just kidding. Get her some chocolate. I will get her some chocolate. Might go do that right now. I think that you're running it now. You're running the show now, Swad. Go get her some chocolate. And you know what? For anyone else who commented that on here, I'd be like, no, I'm not going to get her any chocolate. But since you commented on it, I might actually go grab her some chocolate. I might do that. Might be a nice surprise for her. I have 6 sisters and 3 brothers and a twin, so I completely get it. It's okay to just be friends with people without going further. All my relationships cheated. I've never, if I feel I have to hide or erase anything, then that's not okay either. Never been married, long relationship, but never married. I think that the marriage certificate can kind of change things with certain people. I don't know, man. I think sometimes we put too much on that. I think we overthink it, overthink things a lot of times. If you're with somebody and you're happy, then do you really have to put 100 labels on it? Do you have to be married? You know what I mean? I mean, hell, I'm not going to lie to you, Swan. I've seen these. The people out in California who have, multiple wives or multiple husbands or whatever kind of weird relationships they have. And I'm like, if it works for you, it works for you. We don't have anything like that around here. And to be honest with you, handling 2 women at the same time, I don't think I'm up for it. But I've thought about it before. Who hadn't? And I'm sure you've thought about it. I'm sure women have thought about, man, if I could have just one man who's really good in bed and one man who really loves the shit out of me. Because, I mean, the chances of that happening are they're pretty slim. They're pretty slim. There's going to be something that's not going to be perfect about that perfect person that you've met. But with stuff like sex, you can always train them, right? You can train those men to be, or those women, if they're not adventurous with stuff like that. You can't train them, but you can suggest they go on a ride with you. How about that? Wow, I got dirty all of a sudden. What the hell's going on? What'd you do? Yeah, chocolate for no reason and no hint of you grabbing chocolate is a wonderful thing. Yeah, it is. It is. I'm going to get on that. She does need to eat, so I'm going to go grab her something to eat real quick. Good conversation with you tonight, Swan. I don't know why everybody else bailed on us. It's weird. And I don't know where Wolfie's at. I think Wolfie found a girlfriend? Think he's got somebody in his room with him? By the way, he's got a nice room. When he told me the other day that he was staying up in a hotel, where's it? Kingsport, I think. When he was telling me that, I was thinking, that sucks. But then I got to look at his room. He's got a decent room. I was picturing him holed up in some nasty ass little hotel, motel room that had bed bugs and shit. That was a nice looking room. It's a nice room with a nice view. That's good. I think he has been working a hell of a lot though lately. Got to get that car. I told him I was a little worried about him getting that car because I feel like the economy is getting ready to tank. It could be a good thing if you're looking for a car. I don't know. All right, Swan. I'm gonna go buy some chocolate. And then I'm gonna tell my wife that you told me to go buy some chocolate. No, I wouldn't do that. My idea. Right, Swan? It's my idea, right? Oh, I did screenshot that though. That's a funny comment, man. She's really gonna love that one. Y'all come with me. I'm down here. I'll drop down here and do something. Come with me for a minute. Let me get my stuff situated so I don't spill drink all over our baby. Because if my wife comes out here and I've spilled something out in this car, she uses this car most of the time. And we got another car that's a beater. I drive that one around. I know, I've told you about it. No air windows, two windows on the front won't roll down. Yeah, it's brutal. It ain't fun at all. Oh wow, I look headless. There we go. I'm just gonna keep you on here a minute longer. I always get so confused with that. Nobody helps me. Is it 427 there? Oh, we're going on a car right here. I'll let you drive. You want to drive here? This Daryl Hall and John Oates is playing on Yacht Rock Radio. Yacht Rock Radio. Change it to Daryl Hall and John Oates. Let's see what's playing. A rich girl. Oh, well, they're not playing anymore. All right. Bum, 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 bum. Swan, do you sing a lot when you're in the car on the road? Do you sing like you don't care if other people see you? Damn, I'm driving down the street in these damn sunglasses. Holy crap. I was wondering why it was so dark outside. Boom, boom, boom. I like this song. And I've never really known too much about this song. Blues Image, Ride, Captain Ride. I like it. Good stuff. It's 427. Okay. I love my car. I love the backup camera. Okay, let's go. I'm ready for a car ride and treats and food. I have to listen and sing to music while I'm in a car. It's a must. Yeah. It's true. I can't believe that. Oh, what's his name hadn't been in here. Relaxing. Yeah, relaxing was talking about hooking up. Maybe going out to lunch or I don't know. He wasn't really. He was just trying to throw ideas out. But he was like, "Hey, man, if y'all come on over to Little Rock." And I told him, I said, "Well, we got to have something to do in Little Rock because as much as I'd like to meet you relaxing music, I can't just tell my wife, hey, let's go take a road trip and go meet relaxing music." I would do that personally alone, you know. Plus, I really want pictures of him camping with his cat. I'm not gonna lie. I always stop off at the American Mart to grab a vitamin water for any car ride. We do. I like vitamin water. We do the what's the one that's kind of fruity? Shit, I can't think of the name of it. It's the water that comes in a bunch of different flavors. Damn it, what's it called? You got any ideas on what that might be called, Swan? I can't think of the name of them. We drink them all the damn time. Fuse? No, it's not Fuse. It's like I'm gonna go show you. Well, we're gonna go find out together. This is fun. All right, watch this. We'll walk over here. I'm gonna show you what kind of water we drink when we need flavored water. It's busy as hell over here. I don't want to get killed. I'm gonna walk over here to this gas station. Just stick my head in and show you the water that we buy. I mean, we drink regular water, don't get me wrong. And we've been stocking up on that a lot lately because I've been really doing a terrible job at keeping myself hydrated. We're here at a Murphy's. Oh, here we go, right here. See? That. You see it? Body Armor. Body Armor. That's the kind of water. I don't know if y'all have that in Oregon. It's good. Pretty sweet, but good flavors. And I'll be grabbing my wife something from right there because I know that there's a specific sandwich that she wants. I know it's not the greatest dinner in the world, but she wants a BMT or a BLT. What's the difference between a BMT and a BLT? It's a BMT, don't they put like pepperoni and shit on it or stuff on it? I drink regular water the moment I wake up, then one soda pop with dinner. Sometimes I'll have a tea or a fun drink if I go to the Asian market. Yeah, I bet. That's a good routine. One soda a day. It's not bad. I'm actually doing a lot better at my caffeine addiction. I still have to have it though. but it's not like I'm drinking 4 Cokes a day. I'm not doing something like that. As I chug on this big ass, what's in here? Mountain Dew Code Red. I'm telling you about how I'm doing good on my caffeine intake as I chug on this 45 ounce Polar Pop full of Mountain Dew Code Red. Well, you shouldn't miss coffee. You should drink it. I reuse my vitamin water bottle of a water bottle to the weekend and grab a new vitamin water. That's good stuff. It's good stuff. Thinking about the environment. Good on you. Let me tell you this one story, Swan, about before I wrap up here with you and go grab the sandwich. We hold on. I never had Mountain Dew. Ella, you're not missing too much. The recycling thing, or the thing that you do, you're conscious of, and we try to be too, but I mean, we're in a red state. The people around here don't give a fuck. You say recycle, they look at you like you got a third eye. You know what I mean? It just doesn't happen around here. Now, when we were in Pensacola, we lived in Pensacola for a while. We ran our escape room down there. We would, she got into recycling. We had 2 bins, we'd put the recycling in one bin and the trash in the other. And we did that. And I was okay with it. It taught me to be a little more responsible with our trash. But then I find out like 2 years later that Pensacola has been lying to everybody about their whole recycling program. All their recycled stuff goes right in with the trash. Yeah, that was a nice expose they did down there. And I'm like, well, that's real great. That's real great to know that, we're sitting here trying to separate out our trash to better the environment. And because you clowns don't really want to follow what you don't think many people are doing it. So you figure, oh, there's only a few people doing it. So the ones who are doing it, screw it. We'll throw it in the trash. It's not cool, man. It's not cool. You'll get people who want to recycle and then they hear about that nonsense and then they'll never recycle again. So bad on you, Pensacola County in Florida for doing that. That was not cool. I recycle more than I have trash, and my cans go to the old guy down the road who uses the money for his grandson's sports. Very cool. Very, very cool. Wasn't that a messed up story, Swan? That's not cool that they did it for years, apparently. And somebody exposed them. Sad stuff. All right. I'm gonna head in here. I got 2 people in here. Who's this other person right now? Is it Wolfie? Wolfie, is that you? Nope, it was just a creeper. All right, Swan. I'm gonna wrap it up, and I'll be on this weekend. Tomorrow I might be on a little more than usual, just because it's going to be raining all day, and if I get bored, I'm going to jump in the studio. Because I need some of that entertainment, and hopefully you guys need it too and are ready for it. Okay, don't forget chocolate. I'm not. All right, Swan. You have a wonderful night. And I'm not going to do our usual thing because I probably won't even put this one up. I'll probably just leave it down. It doesn't matter if I don't put it up, because if we got any new subs, we got them. And it's not going to make any money because I have played music, so they won't allow me to monetize it. And to be honest, this is just not the only people that are really going to watch a replay of this are going to be our viewers. And if we didn't have a ton of people in here tonight, there's no point in saving it anyway, right? So everything that happens tonight is going to be gone forever. But we'll make some new memories tomorrow, okay? Swan, thank you for everything. Thank you for all the you have a feeling you forget. I do. I'm not going to forget the chocolate, I promise. Promise I'm not. I know that that's the important part. They're both important, but the chocolate is what puts it over the top because she's going to be expecting dinner, but the chocolate is what's going to make her be feel excited. And I know just the chocolate I'm getting. She likes Hershey's with Heath bar pieces. I know, disgusting. All right, Swan, we'll talk to you tomorrow, okay? You have a lovely night, and take care of those animals and take care of that daughter, and have a great night, okay? I will talk to you tomorrow. CTG out.